Yeah, shalom, beautiful family. The Most High say, whatever you do to the least of these, you have done it to me. Whether good or evil, whether you shown kindness, if you fed the poor, you fed the Most High. If you clothed the naked, you have clothed the Supreme. If you sheltered the homeless, you have sheltered the Most High power. If you encourage the hopeless, you have encouraged the Most High, because He says, whatever you've done to the least of these, you have done unto me. You've shown kindness to them. You've shown me kindness. Compassion. You've shown me compassion. Because you are my representative. I do my work on the earth through you. You represent me, says the Supreme. Before you left the Spirit, the Most High gave you instructions. And you rejoiced at what you had to do when you got here on the earth, to continue the spiritual work that begun in the spiritual world. On the earth, you took on the responsibilities. Remember, you heard the call and you came. I have many things that I can share with you. So many great, amazing teachings that have come to me over the past few months. A year and a half, going on 2 years now, that I have never shared. I seldom share. I give one little bit of information about certain things, and I kept everything to myself, not because I wanted to, but because life happens. Life happens in my life, and life happens in your life. And out of respect for you, I keep these things for now, because as we are all going through things, perhaps some of you are not. This is not your season. Perhaps your season passed, perhaps it's coming. As some of us are going through things, out of respect for what you're going through, I will not bring something that may or may not have any relevance in your situation. I seldom speak nowadays. But when I do speak, I want it to be substantial. I want it to be effective. Something that can actually help you. And in the process, help me. Because I too need encouragement. I too need the protection of the ancestors. I also need your love and your support. I need your compassion. I need your tenderness. I also need your thoughtfulness. I also need you to wake up and think about me too, just as I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers. No man is an island. Truly, I am not an island. I also seek to be encouraged when I go through stuff. When I'm alone, I seek companionship too. I am not exempt from life's problems and troubles. I want to bring you some words of encouragement. And as I read them for you, it Imagine yourself having this conversation with the supreme power above greatness. And every word that's being said is the Most High saying them to you personally. You alone and no one else. An intimate conversation between you and your Creator, reminding you of certain principles that you need to remember. And as you remember them and they return back to your memory, live by them accordingly to realign yourself, to reestablish yourself. Don't think for a moment because you go through something that the Most High don't love you. No. Remember, you have returned to complete your spiritual correction. And whatever your spiritual correction entails, no one knows except your guides, except the ancestors, except the Most High. They can reveal it to you, speak to you, talk to you, influence your thinking so that you can be in alignment with the spiritual world. But far too often, we go off the ledge. We become disconnected, disaligned. So we lose ground. We no longer become grounded. We are unbalanced. We're no longer yin and yang. As I bring to you these words of encouragement tonight on this Shabbat day, Shabbat Shalom, family, I pray that they resonate with you. Let every word permeate into your spirit man and your spirit woman, and carry them with you throughout your week and your journey, remembering always that you have never been alone. You never have and you never will. Third Testament, the book of the true life, chapter 41. Connections between this world and the beyond. Inspiration and aid from the spiritual world. Everyone travels along the ladder of spiritual perfection. Some of everyone have attained the evolution that for the time being you and I cannot conceive of, while others are behind you. The great spirits who are great because of their struggle, their love and their effort, seek harmony with their minor brethren. They seek harmony with those who are distant and with the negligent. You see, these spirits have become great because of their struggle. They are only great because of their love and their effort. Greatness is in the struggle. Greatness is in the effort. Greatness is in the love. Struggle comes to make you great. You may not feel that way when you're in it. But remember, you have returned to complete your spiritual correction, to travel along the ladder of spiritual perfection. That's what you have returned to do on your timeline. And once you've gone through that correction and spiritual elevation and growth and perfection, you will now be used to affect others on their timeline. The great spirits who are great because of their struggle and their love and their effort in the vineyard seek harmony with their minor brethren. You are the minor brethren, because this is connections between this world and the beyond. You see that? Their missions are noble. Their missions are elevated. Their love toward my divinity and their love toward you is also great, saith the Supreme. Those spirits know that they were created for activity. They were created for elevation. They know that inactivity is not for the children of the Supreme. You see, the rest that the Bible talk about after death is activity. It is precepted in the book of remembrance of the grandmothers, chapter 7. The rest is activity. Activity of the ancestors in the spiritual world to help you, to be a support for you as you continue your journey in the flesh. Activity works. Inactivity is not for the children of the Supreme. Inactivity is not for the children of the Supreme. Within creation, everything is life. There's always movement, equilibrium, and harmony. There's always movement, there's always growth, there's always an exchange. He said these beings, innumerable, they work. They thrive in their work. They rejoice in their struggle to work, with the knowledge that in that way they glorify the Supreme, their Father, and help toward the progress and perfection of you, their brethren. This is what gives them meaning. This is what makes it worth it for them in the spirit world. Activity, work, rejoicing in the struggle with you, knowing that they glorify the Most High doing it, helping you also to progress along your ladder of spiritual perfection. Most High says today, while you find yourselves outside of the path that my law indicates, you find yourself outside of the law. He said, as you find yourself outside of the path that my law indicates, see, you on a path that the law did not indicate. You on another path apart from the law of the Supreme. As you find yourself there, he says, you ignore the influence that those brethren of yours exert over you. See? He says, but when you have the sensitivity to perceive the emanations, when you have the sensitivity to perceive the inspirations and the messages which your brothers in the spiritual world convey to you, you will have the presentiment of the countless occupations and noble deeds to which they dedicate their existence. You see, when you can harmonize and ground yourself and come into a connection with them, or when you return back to the path that the law of the Supreme indicates for you, you will now develop the intuition, the discernment, the sensitivity to communicate with your brethren. And in that space of discovery, you will know certain things that you didn't know before. They will communicate and talk to you and reveal to you their noble deeds to which they dedicate their existence. It's all about you. It is necessary for you to know that those spirits, in their love, in their respect for the laws of the Creator, never take what is not theirs. See, they don't violate your space. They don't violate you. They do not touch what is prohibited, nor penetrate into places where they know they should not, so as to not disharmonize the elements of creation. You see how the fallen watchers penetrated onto the earth and defiled the women and imposed on humankind their failures. Well, these noble spirits don't do that. They respect the law. They operate within the law. They don't force themselves on you. They allow you to progress naturally so you can become sensitive enough to develop yourself, so you can harmonize with them. Certain things they don't do because it's about equilibrium and balance. They do not touch what is prohibited. They do not penetrate into places where they know they should not, to not disturb the elements of creation. When will you, beloved, prepare yourself to listen to the wise counsel of the spiritual world? In that manner, be guided by the inspirations. Truly I say to you, that it will be enough to lead you along the safe road toward the summit of the mount which belongs to you. There you will behold before you a straight and shining path through which the spirits have traveled, who at present exist only to make sure of your well-being and to help you in your troubles, drawing you nearer step by step to the end of the road where your Father awaits all of you. Most I said would be enough to lead you there along that path that those that came before you have already traveled. And at this present time, they exist only to assist you on your journey, to help you in your troubles toward that spiritual perfection. As you draw nearer step by step to the end of the road, closer to your Father who awaits you, all of you. He said, prepare yourself to listen to the wise counsel of the spiritual world. When will you do that? When will you perceive what was the message that was delivered to you? The dream that you had that you did not understand, that could have prevented something from happening to you, including me. I'm in this just like you. The messenger who came to you that you did not adhere to. The revelations that were revealed to you that you could not interpret the proper way, because you had not developed the sensitivity to perceive the emanations and the inspirations, the messages which they convey, because you lacked the preparation, including me, family. It would be enough to lead you along the way which is safe toward the summit, to the mount which you belong. Since I have spoken to you about the kindness and elevation of those beings, I must tell you that they, like you, had from the beginning the gift of the freedom of will. Said they were just like you. They had the gift of the freedom of will. From the beginning, just like you. This is the truest proof of the love of the Creator towards His children. The fact that the Supreme blessed you with the gift to choose. Either you choose the path that the law indicates for you, or you choose another path. Whatever path you choose, you have the gift of freedom to choose. You see? Just like you, they had the will to choose. They chose the Supreme. They chose His laws. What will you do? How will you use your will, the gift of your will? What will you use it for? To choose the law of the Supreme, or to choose the laws of Beliar? To go on the path of balance, or to go on the path of disharmony? Whichever way you choose is a proof of the love of the Creator towards His children, because just like your ancestors, those that came before you, the Most High respect His own laws. You do not travel alone, beloved. You never have, you never will. The Supreme says, my encouragement and my light go with each one of you. You do not travel alone. Along your journey, you have my encouragement. You have my light. You have my spirit. But if that seems little to you, I have placed with each human creature a spiritual being of light to watch over your steps. To make you foresee certain dangers. And to serve you as company in your solitude, or as a staff on your journey. These spiritual beings of light, you call guardian angels. You call them your protectors. It says, I have given my angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall carry you. You won't even dash your feet against a stone. A spiritual being of light to watch over your steps, so you won't even dash your feet against a stone. In their hands they shall carry you. To make you foresee certain dangers. You see, remember that dream you had? I guarantee everything that you're going through was shown to you. Every path, every season that I'm going through was shown to me. Whether I understood it or not, I have seen it. Because my spiritual being of light showed it to me. The noble spirits who traveled the spiritual path before me showed it to me. Whether or not I had the sensitivity to perceive it or not, they showed it to me. I've seen it in a dream. 2, 3, 4, 5 dreams. Someone else told me. Because see, they gotta communicate with you. They are working. Activity. They exist only for you to help you along your spiritual journey, your ladder of perfection. Never behave ungratefully to them, nor be deaf to their inspirations, because when you are deaf to their inspirations and you behave ungratefully to them, it grieves them. That's why I have said to you over and over and over again, tap into your ancestors. Tap into the ones that came before you. They walked the path already. Think it not strange whatever's happening to you now, beloved, because whatever's happening to you or me have happened to others that came before us. They know a thing or two about going through it. They know how to get over that hurdle. Now in the spiritual world, nothing is hidden from them. How well do they know? Watch this. Never behave ungratefully to them, nor be deaf to their inspirations. For your strength alone will not be sufficient to move ahead in all the trials of life. For those of you who are going through a very difficult season, I can relate to you. Remember, your strength alone will not be sufficient to move ahead in all the trials of life. Your strength alone will not be enough fuel for you to travel along this path. You need those who go ahead of you. You need those who know. Why? Because the Most High says, I reveal it to them, something of your future. They know things about you that you don't know about yourself. There is something of your future that was revealed to them, and they are here to guide you along that journey, however difficult it may seem to you right now, how troublesome it may be to you right now, how lost you may seem right now, unrecognizable to your own self right now. These beings that went before you only exist to help you along that journey, giving you strength, giving you guidance, giving you love, giving you protection, giving you the tools that you need to help you. But remember, they will not force themselves on you. They will not penetrate into places they know they should not. They will not touch things that are forbidden to touch. You have to harmonize yourself. You have to do the work. Acknowledge their presence. And when something good happened to you, thank them. Because there is no death. The only separation there is a flesh and the spirit. It's a spiritual separation. They are right here on your left and on your right. They see whatever you're going through. They try to talk to you, just didn't hear it. Your strength alone would not be sufficient to move ahead. You know the trials of life, and you know it. And those are hardly stated. You wouldn't last half a day without the prayers of the ancestors. You wouldn't last half a day without the petitioning of your grandmother, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your friend who are no longer here in the flesh. Just like Yeshua. Yeshua had a sister, Sarah or Sariah, and he revealed to her what would befall him in the future when he was of age to carry the cross that he was destined to carry. Esoteric. And in her love for him, in her compassion for him, she petitioned the Most High to take her life, to let her die, so that she can become more powerful as a spiritual being to help him in the flesh, to help him, to support him as he's going through his spiritual correction, his ladder of perfection. She wanted to be there for him as a stone of support, to support him through his journey as a spirit being, giving him guidance and love and compassion and protection at the times that he would need it the most. In the flesh, she see herself as being incapable of doing those things. So she called on death, and it was granted her to die, so that she can walk the noble path to serve her brother, her older, wiser brother, her master, the great architecton in the flesh. She loved him more than she loved herself. Perhaps you are called to be that to someone today. Maybe in this journey, as you return to finish your spiritual correction, perhaps this is the mission you came to accomplish. Maybe this will make whatever trouble you're going with make sense to you. You are being prepared to be used, to be of service to others. Your pain, your struggle, your journey will affect countless of lives, thousands, millions of lives. You will save so many because you went before them. You walked that path. You can warn them to avoid the pitfalls, to avoid the danger. From your experience, they can learn. From your experience, they can grow. You become the guardian angel in the flesh. You become the Christed being in the flesh. In the flesh, you become the angels, doing the work of them in the spiritual world. Maybe, perhaps, this is what it's all about. Maybe that's the reason why the Most High says endure to the end. Not even enduring for you, you enduring for others. The struggle and the pain you took on yourself is not even for you, it's for someone else or for others. You have become the sacrificial lamb, because the righteous suffer for the sins of the wicked always. The difficult path you have found yourself upon is not even for you, beloved. It's for someone else or for others. You have to feel all the pain, though. You are a great spirit. The Most High says to Abraham, from the beginning I have looked among all that I created, and I chose you. And I say, you are a great spirit. Abraham, you are a great spirit, greatest among them all. You are the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Therefore, you are a great spirit. You reincarnated from the wilderness. You are called a generation of knowledge. You have a high spiritual mind. You can understand things previous generations could not have understood. That is the reason why certain scripts are coming out only in this time, because your generation is the only generation that can ascertain, like it says in the Koran, we assign these writings to the ground and destiny, hoping that they will come forth at the proper time in a receptive generation. And as I usually say, are you that receptive generation? Maybe I should say, you are that receptive generation. Because in your generation, the Koran resurfaced. In your generation, the Tikkun has already resurfaced. Over 10,000 years, it resurfaced in your time. The generation of knowledge. You need those who go ahead of you and who know, because I reveal it to them, saith the Supreme. Number 19, it is not physical distance, but the spiritual distance originating from your lack of preparation, lack of purity, or lack of will to receive spiritual inspiration and influence. That is the only distance that exists between you and the Supreme, or between you and a spiritual being. It is a spiritual distance, not a physical distance, because of your lack of preparation. Never put that distance between yourselves and your master, or between yourselves and the spiritual world. You will always enjoy the benefits my love pours out over those who know how to seek it. You will always have the feeling that the spiritual world vibrates together with the hearts of those who prepare themselves to feel it. You will always have the feeling that the spiritual world vibrates on the same frequency together with the hearts of those who have prepared themselves to feel the vibration. This is a revelation for all humanity. A revelation that when it is spread, will find open hearts that receive it with great joy. Remember these words of inspiration today. I know a lot of us are going through a lot of things. As I said in my post, welcome to the big leagues. This is graduation for you. You heard the calling and you chose to come. This is the time of mighty men. This is a time of mighty women. There are those on the earth tilling the earth for my honor, saith the Supreme. They have no knowledge of who they are. I choose those that have paid for their wisdom with a price. Remember who you are, family. As you travel along the path of your ladder of perfection, the road will be nothing but difficult. To get olive oil from olives, olives must be crushed, trampled, abused. Oil will eventually flow from olives. You are compared as olives. That's who you are. Olives. Because you are great spirits, you must go through this. I can relate. And I'm telling you, you can do it. Be encouraged on your journey. You have more strength than you know. It is worth it for you to know this. You do not travel alone. You never have, you never will. The trouble you find yourselves in today may not even be for you at all. Consider it as an honor to serve your master, the great I am, loving kindness, the holy great one, the power of the Yahudims. Remember, you are a selected spiritual breed. You were chosen from above all that the Most High has seen. Chosen, sacred, sacred. You are the few, hidden among the many. An evolutionary vehicle carrying divine knowledge. Selective spiritual breed. Celestial 12 tribes created to be different, created with a higher spiritual capacity. You are they. You are the ones, beloved. What you shall be have not been revealed to you, but the ones that have gone before you, it has been revealed to them. Talk to them, communicate with them, call on them. They have been given charge over you. Until next time, I leave you with the angel of peace. So be at peace, family. Yah Shalom.